Hello, I'm PS3 and welcome back to the top 5 video. Today we're talking about experience in Minecraft. Specifically, I wanted to talk about sources of experience, because I often see people arguing about whether this is better for XP or whether that's better. You know, for instance, is it better to kill blazes or to mine nether quartz? And this is something that always gets me curious. What is the best source of XP? So I decided to, crunch the numbers on a whole bunch of different sources today and talk about the top 5 sources of XP in their optimum form if you go through all the steps as far as XP per minute for a bunch of different things. So hopefully this video does help you out in some way. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. If you do, like it and let me know, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets know you do like the XP sources video. But with that said, let's get straight into it already, shall we? With the 5th best source of XP, which you can probably guess from the fact that we're in the end, because yeah, you might not know, but the Ender Dragon is actually the best single source of experience in the game. However, right now on the console, you can only kill him once, and when you do kill him, by the way, he's next to dead already, so one hit will do it. But yeah, when you do kill him for the first time, you get 12,000 XP. That is so crazy. That takes you up to something like level 68 if you get all the experience orbs, which is pretty insane. However, as of 1.9 onwards, you can kill him again, so it's a repeatable process and it counts towards this list, and you get 500 XP per time. Let's assume you kill one dragon per minute, which you can do if you learn your speedrunning and all that sort of stuff. You can actually end up basically being able to kill the dragon once a minute and getting 500 experience every single minute, which is pretty insane. 500 a minute while doing something fun. It's one of the ones I'd actually recommend on this list, but, if you don't like killing your Ender Dragon, there are 4 sources which are a bit better, which we'll move into now. So the 4th best source of XP that you can get per minute in Minecraft is actually from mining. So, mining is of course one of the better sources of XP because you just kind of get it naturally while also getting other resources. And you might not know this, but actually when you mine any form of XP based block, whether it's nether quartz, whether it's emeralds, diamonds, you're going to get a varying amount of XP. However, this still means that diamonds are the best source of XP per block besides the mob spawner, which you can't get multiple bits of. And if you do go around and you silk touch a bunch of diamonds, you make a diamond pyramid or something like that, how much XP can you get per minute? So as we mine along here, let's explain, because you get 3 to 7 XP for every single diamond block you mine, and it takes 0.6 seconds with a diamond pickaxe. However, if you then put efficiency on your thing, like I have here, I've got efficiency 5, and you have a bow which has, you have a beacon which has haste around there, that means that you can actually end up getting something like 800 XP a minute. Do keep in mind this is variable. It can go up to like close to 1,000 if you get lucky with each XP source, or it can go down to less than like 600 if you get really unlucky. But yeah, you're gonna get somewhere in the region of 800 XP a minute, which, to put that in perspective, killing one dragon per minute gets you 20 levels worth of XP. That's 20 levels worth of enchantments or repairing or something like this. If you mine enough diamonds for a whole minute, you can get 800 XP, which is the equivalent of about level 25. So yeah, you can get to level 25 in a minute, as I've just about been proving right here, just by mining diamonds if you have a whole bunch of them stored together, which is pretty darn good. 800 XP a minute in comparison to most of the XP you're getting out there is in massive amounts above it. However, it's not the fastest form of XP in the game. By the way, as we come to the end of this, as you can see, just below level 24. I guess we got a tiny bit unlucky with our thing. And as a final little point, when you use fortune, it does not increase the XP you get. So yeah, 800 XP a minute from mining. But what about the 3rd best source of XP? So the 3rd best source of experience per second actually comes from killing mobs. And you might know this, or you might not know this, but every mob has a roughly similar amount of experience drop, which is 5 for most hostile mobs and something like 1 to 3 for most non-hostile. However, there are a few exceptions. Endermen and blazes give 10, and for some bizarre reason, baby zombies give 12. This means they give the most experience per kill of a mob you can kind of reliably farm, and that means if you have, for instance, 5, or if you have 120 baby zombies in a little hole, then you can kill them and you can get a lot of kills per minute and a lot of experience. So finding baby zombies, at least getting them on a version without using mods or commands, something is really, really tricky. But still, with a group of 5 baby zombies right here, I can show you that, just in a few seconds, we're going to get a whole bunch of experience and go straight from level, nothing all the way to level 5 in literally 5 kills. 5 kills can be done in just 2.5 seconds, and if we add that up for the entire minute, if you get a big baby zombie farm and you get a lot of those going on the go at once, you can get 1440 XP a minute, because at 2 hits a second, which you can do slightly better than with haste, like you can see right here. But yeah, while you can do that, it's an insane little thing that you can go that much faster, and you can actually do 1440 experience a minute, which again takes us back to the experience. Whereas 500 is enough for level 20, and 800 is enough for like level 24ish. 1440 will be enough to get you to level 30 in just a single minute. So if somehow you can set up a baby zombie farm, which is a little bit trickier than a regular zombie farm, what you can actually do is you can, or what you can do with that is you can get to level 30 with just once a minute, set the farm to go, and then have your level 30 and just use that forever onwards, which is insane, right? This is already the level where you can get to the maximum level of any real use within just 1 single minute. But yeah, there are faster sources than this yet. So we're going to move into those right now and let you know what number 2 is. Okay, so the second best source of experience in Minecraft is actually to do with killing rabbits, and preferably not killing the, cute little mob kind, but preferably instead killing the cute little Stevie kind, because basically, killing players is one of the best source of experience in Minecraft, theoretically, because you can kill up to 2 players a second if you have the exact right circumstances, and players can drop up to 100 experience. So when you die, you actually drop some of your experience, it's not actually all of it, it's a very small portion of it, up to 100 of it, which means killing a player which is a level 14 or above will actually give you a whole 100 experience, which means if, again, you're in the perfect situation where you have some form of strength and also you've got, some nice weapon, what you can do is you can kill someone and get a whole bunch of levels. As you can see, up to level 7 just with 1 kill, and then if you get really lucky, what you can do is you can end up finding a lot of people, and you, in theory, can kill 120 players in 1 minute. Of course, on the console, this means that people have to come back to life, experience themselves really quickly, and then, there's a whole bunch of bizarre circumstances that go into it, but in theory, if you're playing some bizarre faction server, or you're playing some weird place where everyone starts with a whole bunch of XP, what you can actually do is you can kill people and get a whole bunch of XP. Again, 100 per kill, that means that you can kill 2 people a second, or 120 a minute for a whole 12,000 experience a minute. So right here, for instance, I go back into QMZ again, and boom, I get a second load of XP, and I'm level 11, and you can imagine, that's just what you could do in 1 single second if you get a lucky bunch. Again, not really amazingly likely, but it is something that you can theoretically do, and 12,000 XP a minute, or even if you just do 1 kill every 5 seconds, which is a bit more possible, that's still a really, really heavy amount of XP at 3,000 a minute, is enough to get you to the high, level 40s, which is pretty nice if you ask me. But there is a single source that is better, and by the way, thank you to MZ for being a very nice TaskRabbit again. So what is the very best source of experience you can get in Minecraft in survival, technically, legitimately, if you really wanted to? And again, you might have heard the last one and been like, well, it was only a little bit better, so I'm really counting killing baby zombies as the best so far. This one will blow that out of the water, because it is technically possible to trade with NPC villagers to get experience bottles, or bottles of enchanting, as they're actually called in the game, and these bottles of enchanting are actually really, really good for experience, because even though it's massively variable, they give between 3 and 11 per bottle, so you see like this, they're going to give me both different amounts, they give you 3 to 11 experience per bottle. This still means an average of 7, and the fact that you can throw them 4 times per minute, just up towards the sky like this, means if you have enough experience bottles, you can get from level 1 to level 35 in just a single minute, which is really, really crazy. 35 levels of XP, or 1680 per minute, pretty good, right? But not as good as the last one. It's not quite 12,000 a minute, like either killing the dragon the first time or killing enough players. So what exactly is the deal with that? So the way you make this be a lot better than any of the other methods in the game is by combining it with some simple redstone. So bear in mind, just yourself throwing these at the sky at 4 times a second will give you 1618 per minute. If you get a redstone system, which can probably pulse a lot faster than 4 times a second, I mean, you'd have to measure that your whole thing, but let's just assume 4 times a second as a conservative estimate here, and then you get 30 dispensers. You can get, again, much, much more, and it's technically possible to get as many as humanly possible. You get 100, you get 200, but let's just say 30, because that's what I've got lined up right here. 5 times 3 times 2, which is 30 if you don't know. But yeah, if you take this 30 and then you then, if you hook it up to more than 4 charges a second, fill up all the dispensers with those bottles, you're going to see just how crazy things get really, really quickly. So bear in mind, they just fly everywhere off the screen too, but now, just bear in mind that one of these was 1618 experience a minute. 30 of these is somewhere in the region of 48,000 a minute, if not a lot more. And you can go even higher than that. If you want, you can take this to 168,000 a minute. But let's just say you have 30 of these, which is a reasonable build I built relatively fast right here. The amount of XP you can get in a single minute is enough to take you from level 1 or level 0 all the way up to level 120 in just a single minute of gameplay. And do keep in mind, you might be like, wait a minute, it's not going too fast. So, obviously, one, you're going to run out of XP bottles at some point in that minute, so you need to have someone refilling them, or a bunch of hoppers and stuff. And 2, the other issue is you can only actually take in XP so fast. It's flying around so fast, and there's so much XP in the air, that you actually can't grab all of it at a single time, which means that you're somewhere near the theoretical cap of how much you can get. Like, you can just see right here, it's the coolest thing, and I recommend you try this if you want to, like, just have fun, like, filling these things with XP. But yeah, if you want to try and get to the highest level humanly possible, this is the way you do it. If you want to get the most XP in a minute that's humanly possible, you can do it this way, and again, it's so fast that the XP will just gather and collect in a way that isn't possible to even collect, and that's insane in my opinion. So yeah, have you ever wanted to get XP at the fastest rate per minute? All you need to do is trade with a whole bunch of villages. It just goes flying off all the sides as well, which means I can probably go collect some from the floor over here if I want to. I think there's even a max to how much can spawn a second. As you can see, it's flying out and then just disappearing. That's that's what's happening here. But yeah, hopefully this video did teach you something about experience sources. Hopefully I've inspired you to go trade villagers and make the insane experience machine. Or at the very least, just taught you a thing or two about how different forms of XP work. If it did, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video because it helps out the channel a lot and lets us know you do like this sort of thing. Share the video if you really liked it and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.